Hi, you're over there. Welcome to this 5-minute question time with Matt and I alongside Sky Poker player Steve Woodward, a.k.a. On the River. Now, welcome, Steve.
Hi.
You have set yourself a challenge whilst playing on Sky Poker. What is it?
I've deposited £25 into my Sky Poker account, and my intention is to turn that into 25,000.
How are you going to do that?
In a week.
And you're going to do this in the space of 6 hours, spinning it up. So, no, in all seriousness, any kind of vague idea of how long you think that might take you to do?
If I can do it before I'm 75, it will be a bonus.
That is a good thing to say. Yeah.
I'm looking. My ambition is to enter myself into the World Series of Poker next year, regardless. So, regardless of whether I satellite or. The idea of the £25,000 is because I anticipate that's what it's going to take. £12,000 of that I'll put to one side for living expenses, and then £10,000 will buy me into the World Series.
Right.
And I'm going to use any additional money I've got to carry on spinning up a profit and turn professional.
So you're not professional now?
No,
You have a full-time
far
job?
from it.
Right.
I do have a full-time job. They do miss me because I'm playing poker all the time.
What sort of, how many hours do you currently play poker for a week?
I'd say I'm probably at the moment on about 3 to 4 hours a day.
Right.
Most of the weekends. I tend to play in the events, the Open, the 500, all the big events. I try to satellite in. I've because of the Bankroll Challenge at the moment, I've not got the money to buy in directly.
Yeah.
So I've set myself 2 satellites a day to attempt to buy into the main events. If I can do that and obviously help myself with the challenge. If not, then just wait for the next day and try again.
How frustrating has it been? Sorry.
No,
I am always doing that, but I have the better questions. How frustrating has it been so far? Because I'm sure you haven't been playing on the level of tables that you are now, right?
Before I started this challenge, I was playing in the 100 W monies, and I'd had a couple of £100 heads up, and I was sitting on the £1, £2 cash table for a little while. To go from that and to have quite a good result from that, to go down to the 30p to a pound table is extremely hard. But the way that I've got around it is I'm not looking at it as money in my account anymore.
Okay.
Regardless of what I've earned or what is in the account, I'm just looking at it as units. Because the way that I see it, if I think, I'm sitting on this level and it's boring me, I get frustrated and I make silly moves and I end up in a worse position than I am at that moment in time. So really, regardless of how much money's in the account, until I hit the 25,000, it's not real money.
The means to it.
Exactly. So regardless of what level I'm playing at the moment, I'm just trying to play the best poker I can.
So when you were playing on the 1-2 cash and the 100 quids, was that a level at which you were profitable?
I actually found it easier because you can make certain plays, whereas at the lower limits, people that don't understand. I'm not saying that they're worse players or better, but at the lower limits, people either don't worry about how much. Oh, it's only 30p. You know, I'll make this call with pocket twos, and if I get lucky, then so be it. Whereas on £100, you're not sort of going to make them sort of moves, and it's a lot easier to take pots on the bigger money. But I think that regardless of what level you play at, I'm finding at the moment that if I play just tight, aggressive poker, then especially on the W money, then I can cash majority of the time.
And is that how you see yourself getting through the levels, is on things like the sit and goes and that, rather than the cash tables?
I like the sit and goes. I think it's the best way to take the variance out of the equation. So at the moment, especially with the level I'm at the moment, if I go into too many tournaments and I don't cash, I'm going to obviously find myself going down the levels a lot quicker. At the same time, I can't earn as much money on the W monies because you're only doubling your money each time.
Yeah.
So for a 45-minute tournament, if I'm on £1, I'm only earning 85p an hour, so to speak. So it is very tough, but then I've not set myself a time limit. I want to try to achieve it within the year, but it is a large sum of money. It is very ambitious, and I am just an average player. I've still got a long way to go, a lot of research to do before I can class myself as a professional poker player.
Bona fide Sky Poker player. Why do you like playing on Sky Poker? Feels like such a corporate question now. It didn't mean to sound that way.
I just think it's, apart from obviously bigging yourselves up, it's the club. It's just watching you and being featured on the show.
Yeah.
No, it's probably because of the community.
Taking the mick there?
No.
Because we ain't having you back if that's because Penguin is.
He won't stand for that, will
He's
he?
seething, you can tell.
That's just taking a weight off my shoulders.
It's a nice community feel, isn't it?
It is. I think it's the community. To know that there's people that are local. playing in pounds. I love playing in pounds because if I do make the deposit, or when I used to make the deposits and withdrawals, it's almost instant. It's just a nice feel to the site. It's easy to use, easy to look at. I prefer it, and it seems to be the most profitable one I've used so far.
Well, that's what you want when you're on a challenge to make 25 grand, let's be honest. Well, good luck with it, mate.
Thank you.
And keep us posted. I'm sure Penguin will calm down and probably let you back on.
Yeah. We'll have a little word in his shell-like.
Fickle.
Well, he hasn't got any ears.
They're not shell-like, they're not anything like, they're non-ears.
So keep up to date with Steve's progress on the club. Incidentally, new episodes of said club every Monday, Wednesday and Friday.
Nice.